A major heroin bust across Tucson now being linked to Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. We got a lot of calls and emails from viewers who saw all of that unfold. And we now know that ICE, Homeland Security, the DEA, and the Pima County Sheriff's Departments went to 12 different spots to serve 32 state arrest warrants. Investigators say 16 people were arrested in that suspected heroin ring. And we're told that they also sold marijuana, cocaine, and guns. It's Friday, it's almost 5:15. Now, there's nothing more important than taking care of yourself on a daily basis, right? Well, one local woman thought that she was doing just that. Margaret McLean, she exercises, she eats right, except for the occasional order of tacos, she says. So when signs of a stroke started to take over, McLean is thankful that a special someone knew exactly what to do to save her life. There is a lot to this story, and we will get to all of it in just a moment. But first, this morning, late-breaking news on the roads that we need to get to. And this morning, we're working to bring you answers after a deadly shooting on the south side. Happening today. As you head out the door, you're going to want to slow down and pay attention. In just a few hours, police will be pulling over drivers breaking the law. Right now, joining us on the phone is reporter Jim Cross. Now, Jim, you were there yesterday in that area, and considering the past, this has got to be the last thing anyone in that area wants to be faced with. What is the feeling like this morning? Happening now, I do need to tell you about a potentially armed and dangerous man on our streets. Police need your help finding him. Take a look at your screen. This is Tyler Nahupi. Police say he was involved in an attempted murder late last week and armed robbery. We're told both happened in Sierra Vista. If you see him, please reach out to police. Now, parents accusing Tucson Unified School District of not doing enough to keep their children safe. KOLD News 13's Angelica Carrillo, she's been reviewing those claims for us. Now, she joins us live near downtown. So what are parents saying here? Where will they go? A big shakeup for Tucson's largest school district. Now we're learning about a major decision that could impact the education of thousands of local students. Good Tuesday morning to all of you. Thank you for being with us. I'm Jenna Lee. And this morning, people in Sierra Vista a little safer. A couple now behind bars. Police say the two have been robbing people at gunpoint. Police say Jamal Oliver and Ashley Melendrez broke into a home. And they tell us Oliver pistol whipped someone and Melendrez assaulted another. They're now facing several charges. A woman chained up like a dog. Now, the man police say held her captive has been captured in South Carolina. Police say Todd Colehep, a man with a record here in our state of Arizona, held that woman in a metal storage container with a chain around her neck for 2 months. The woman's boyfriend remains missing this morning. Police say as many as 4 bodies could be on Colehep's property. It's 6:06 happening today. The defense makes its case in the high-profile murder trial of a former Tucson fire captain. More witnesses for the defense expected to take the stand today in David Watson's trial. Now, it's been going on for more than a month, but closing arguments could be given this week. Watson is accused of killing 3 people, including his ex-wife Linda, more than 15 years ago. Happening tomorrow, the man accused of shooting at Tucson police officers expected in court. We're told Marcus De La Torre will be arraigned on several charges, including attempted murder and aggravated assault on a peace officer. Police tell us they were working on the south side last month, and that's when they tried to pull over De La Torre for a traffic violation. Police say he shot at officers, shot back, hitting him several times. One officer was grazed in the head but has since been released from the hospital. Time now is 6:03. 2 words that just about everybody dreads hearing: student loans. Take a live look right now at the nation's student debt clock. $1.4 trillion. That's the current balance. It grows a couple $1,000s every second. And here's the thing, whether you have student loans or not, you could be impacted. That's because the rising debt is spilling over into our local economies, with car and home sales feeling the effects. Tonight, in a KOLD News 13 investigation, I take a look inside this problem. A problem some say will need a federal bailout to fix. Degree of debt. That's tonight at 10 o'clock. Of the nearly 50 homeless senior students at Sunnyside last year, half of them wore the cap and gown. The district's graduation rate is 70%. As for Marcos Gutierrez, after 3 years on his own, he'll graduate this year. If you would like to help out any of these districts that are in need, visit our website right now at TucsonNewsNow.com. I'm Jenna Lee for KOLD News 13, live, local, late breaking. That wraps up our morning sprint this Monday. While some of you will watch CBS this morning, our news coverage will switch over to Fox 11 Daybreak. Right now, we're headed to court as a man accused of murder and robbery faces a judge. There he is, Ralph Carter. Police say he killed a guy and then robbed his truck, leading police on a chase. I'm Jenna Lee. Yeah, great to have you with us. A little bit chilly, though, right?
Yes, I stepped outside like 2 hours ago. It was very cold.
I need to start remembering to wear a jacket, maybe, to work. I think that would be helpful. What do you say, Wes?
They children in love with reading.
Yes, they are. Here's proof of it. I had the chance to read a favorite book of mine to Tony Adelstone's 6th grade class at Homer Davis Elementary. It was all part of the Flowing School District's Love of Reading Week. Yeah, I read Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go. Good book, great questions, a lot of fun to spend the morning hanging out with all of them. One of the students asked for a shout out on television, and of course I had to say yes. Yeah, absolutely. Lots of fun to hang out with them for sure. Well, right now, Aaron, of course, they're getting up, wiping the sleep out of their eyes. So what are the temperatures going to be like at the bus stop for them? Ride out the waves of Cuba's sandy beaches. Dance to the songs of local bands in the heart of Havana. Eye the colorful keepsakes of an era long gone. Sip mojitos in Ernest Hemingway's favorite watering hole, El Floridita. And see the sun drop below the historic El Malecón. But the Cubans I talked to say much of the beauty and the bright lights of Cuba and what it has to offer are just for tourists, cut off to the country's people by its own government.
It's a country that's blocked eternally. The embargo is happening right here in this country.
To Americans, these old-time classic cars are a symbol of Cuba. But for Cubans, these wheels of luxury are way out of reach. The majority of the families here make just $30 a month. For the few car owners, hours are clocked in to keep their relics from the 50s and 60s running. Reminders of the revolution are never far away, with its signs, statues, and museums. But the people tell it best.
We don't have a problem with you. The problem is between your government and our government, not between you and me.
Cuba's treasure trove of art and antiques are quick to catch the eye, but its poverty will blind you. Decades-old buildings are crumbling, used diapers are dangling in the wind, and essentials like toilet paper are running short.
Cuban people are happy despite the conditions. Even though we don't have a lot of things, we're happy.
Especially pleased with their healthcare system.
The hospitals are open for the world. At any time, if we have a problem, we can go. You don't have to pay if you don't have any money.
President Barack Obama's visit, front page news, and with it, renewed hope.
You can come here, bring business, and build the economy for us.
For Cubans and Americans to cross paths.